We're at the Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi for this first T20 international between the hosts, Ireland and South Africa.
Here we go then. First of 5 white ball matches between these two sides. Straight away, a bit of bounce for Williams there. It's over mid-on. And just one bounce for 4. Tremendous start that by Ross Adair. Stand and deliver from Ross Adair. No real foot movement, but the swing of the bat is pure, and he gets 4 more. Oh, that's come right out of the middle of the bat, and it's gone a long, long way up onto the bank. What a sweet sound that made, and what a tremendous first over for Ireland after they've been put into bat 16 without loss. Not middled, it's gone up a long, long way, and Tristan Stubbs takes the catch. So Adair, he lived by the sword and he's eventually died by it.
Ross Adair is so strong in that region. This occasion just dragging the length back by Vian Mulder. He's hit it high up into the night sky. That's an excellent catch. The dangerous Adair. He goes for 18. Ireland 21 for 1.
Bowled. Bartman strikes in his first over. Little bit of an airy-fairy drive from Sterling. He's beaten through the gate. The gap between bat and pad, and all of a sudden a disappointing start for South Africa has become a very good one.
It's that back of a length. He's nor forward nor back, not committing to the stroke. The dangerous Sterling, he goes for 2. Ireland 26 for 2.
Edged, and that one's away, as is the way these days in T20 cricket. Often don't have a third man in place. South Africa trying to cover their bases, having a slip and a man catching. Unfortunately for Mulder, it doesn't find any hands, and to the boundary she goes. That's not the best delivery from Mulder. He'd be disappointed with that. The other one, he was unlucky to go away to the fence. This one, unfortunately, it's bad bowling. That's nasty bowled, but even more impressive is the way he's played with it. It wasn't a half volley, but boy, oh boy, has that been beautifully caressed to the covers by Kamfer. Make that 16 off 12. That is the best one we've seen from him. Fantastic shot.
Catch me, catch me!
Given it away. Out comes the reverse sweep. No turn to speak of, and Tector has given it away.
In particular, the reverse sweep is difficult to play against him, but top edge, you get a little bit of extra bounce on this surface. Nice hard surface and taken by Lizard Williams. Tector goes for 16, Ireland 64 for 3.
Oh!
Edge, that'll run away for 4. The outfield is so true, it's so quick. Maybe fortunate, but they'll take him. Goes up and over extra cover. It's good placement. There is a sweeper back there, and he makes a meal of it.
There's the width, there's the gap, there's the execution. Brilliant.
What we wanted, Polly. It's what we recommended.
It's nicely played. I think that's off the middle enough. Yes, it is. He's waltzed across onto off stump, picked it up, and done it with a plum. Oh, that's a freebie, unfortunately. He won't be happy with that, Kruger. With fine leg being set up, and Rock, sorry, just waltzing onto that off stump. That was easy pickings. Early movement, and that works out really, really well. Looking to open up deep extra cover, and that worked out perfectly. Do play a part as the game goes on. That's nasty slog swept, and it lands and bounces safely. I thought he had enough contact, but Jonty Rhodes always used to say, unless you dive, you'll never know.
Yeah!
Sweep shot, doesn't get a hold of it this time, just skids on and crashes into the middle stump.
Pitching on, and Neil Rock trying to go big. It's a massive, massive moment in this game. Gone for 37, 123 for 4.
Another good shot, brilliantly placed, up and over extra cover. That'll just keep going away from the man at long off and all the way. That's a sweet stroke from Dockrell. Well, he's not going to get away with this one. You can stand and watch as it flies onto the bank and brings up the Island 150.
Full toss, not middled, but it's gone to the boundary. And that really, in a nutshell, sums up the way South Africa have been bowling today. It's gone high in the air, and the catch is taken. It's Bartman, and Camphor falls one short of a half century. A much-needed wicket that for South Africa.
Into the pitch, just onto Camphor, a little bit quicker than he was thinking it would. It's getting on a little bit. Good catch as well, Bartman. We saw him put one down earlier on. Grabbed on this time. Camphor goes for 49. Ireland 158 for 5.
Was that off the glove? Kruger thinks so. And it looks as though the dismissal has been given. So frustration for Dockrell, a good slower ball bouncer from Kruger.
The last over, hangs it in short. Yeah, it was the cue end. He middled the cue, but unfortunately it just popped up in the air for the man with the sore knee, Ryan Rickleton, to take the catch. Picking them up with regularity at the back end, meaning Ireland can't launch an attack. 21 he goes for, 169 for 6.
Ian Hand in at number 8, and it's a brief stay for him. Kruger's on a hat-trick now.
He's bowled a lot of slower deliveries, so the lap shot, the ramps, they're not the options. Not enough pace on the ball. Hits it straight to the fielder. Fionn Hand goes without scoring. Ireland 169 for 7 now.
And another wicket for Kruger. Caught at extra cover this time. Adair goes.
Yeah, at the back end as a bowler, sometimes you can be made to look like a kippie where you could disappear all around the ground. But he's been looked like a king today as King Kruger. Adair goes for 8, 170 for 8.
Pleased with how they've finished up, especially pleased with Neil Rock coming in at number 5. Took his opportunity, 37 for him. Camphor was the best for Ireland today, 49 from 36. Adair up the top also made himself felt, coming into the team, 18 for him.
Yeah, best bowling figures in his career for Kruger, 4 for 27, finished strong, most dot deliveries as well.
It's a word that's banded around quite often now in T20 cricket, matchups. Generally the left arm spinner doesn't want to bowl to the left-hander, particularly in a power play. Shot 4. Well, that's timed. Did well. Low full toss. Finds the boundary again. That's back to back. Shot 4. He's got off to a decent start here, Rickleton.
And eventually Reza Hendricks gets one off the middle, and that's nicely played. A little bit of shape, which meant it went squarer than he initially would have anticipated, but that's nicely struck. Gets another one away, also over pitched, and just opens the face, does Reza Hendricks. That's beautifully played. 3 boundaries for the over. That's well played again. He's now beaming in confidence. Anything that's over pitched, he's happy to trust the pace, the bounce, and go up and over. Uses his feet and gets this one away to the fence as well. So trying to change up the length. 2 deliveries landed in the right area. Hendricks says, okay, I'm going to mess with you a little bit. He charges down, and then the extra drag down with Young seeing him coming means that he can just help it on his way. No shape there. It's a length delivery, and Rickleton's got underneath that beautifully. It's away for a maximum. There comes the 50 for South Africa. And this one's up and flicked away, a la Quinton de Kock style. That's massive.
That's made a lovely sound off the bat as well. One of the biggest boundaries here at the Zayed Cricket Stadium, and Rickleton's cleared it comfortably. Pulled away by Rickleton. That'll be 6 more. Six. The long boundary out there, but Reza Hendricks has picked that one up nicely.
Oh, that's a gift. That's a real drag down, and Hendricks is into position early, and he doesn't miss out. It's another example of his batting. This is going to be a great shot over extra cover for another maximum. Free hit. Oh, this might be 2. It might be back-to-back free hits, but more importantly for Reza Hendricks, that takes him to his 16th T20 50. That's beautifully dealt with by Ryan Rickleton. I think he'll be looking at how much required and thinking, I have to get quite a high percentage of this to get my 3 figures. That could be close. It is. His finger goes up. Straight away you saw the reaction from Reza Hendricks going, oh, as the ball made contact with his pad, and he's going to maybe try and rally up some support, but I don't think there's much going in his favour. I think that's on the back leg, hitting the stumps, and he's decided not to review. He's on his way.
Reza Hendricks goes for 51. South Africa lose their first. They're 136 for 1.
A short pitch delivery or Yorker leg stump? No. Oh, it's worked. A treat, absolute treat. The last way you thought that he would have got out, Rickleton, would be to give himself room and pick out the man on the offside.
Looks to lift it over the offside field. Instead, he's just lifted it into the hands of the waiting fielder. Curtis Camphor takes an easy one.
A little shimmy down the surface. That's good batting. Really clever, and a couple of bounces and trickles into the ropes. On the reverse. Marker there, well, he's not going to hold that in. That's clever batting. Only one man there. We saw Ireland try it with 2 men positioned there. Boundary to finish. 10 off it. 149 for 2. Well, that's short, and it's been pumped. Dispatched with ease for 4.
Excellent shot from Aidan Markram, using the pace, understanding point and third man is up in the ring and dissecting the 2 fielders. Oh, I tell you what, the sound of that sounded good, and there's a very good reason for it, because it's a maximum for Matrobriatska. Will do their confidence the world of good. And that is the finishing moment for South Africa. It also concludes the highest successful run chase at this ground in 67 T20 internationals. South Africa winning this contest by 8 wickets. South Africa won the toss, entering Ireland into the batting arena. Ireland managed to get 171 for 8. Camphor and Rock, those were the 2 substantial run getters for Ireland, but Kruger, he was the man that did all the damage towards the back end to curb Ireland from getting to a big score here this evening. While in pursuit, South Africa, Ryan Rickleton and Reza Hendricks, that opening partnership yielding 136 runs, who really set the tone for the South African lineup, getting themselves to 174 for 2, a convincing run chase. We see South Africa winning this contest by 8 wickets and leading the series 1-0.